So I have another booth coming up at the end of this year, and I don't think I have energy to pattern new stuff, so I'm not gonna sell the clothes. And yeah, I still want to do the free diorama for people to shoot at, so that's what I really want to do with the money I spent on this booth and the materials I'm gonna spend on making a diorama. I want people to shoot with their dolls at my booth. And the last time I did that, I didn't film, so the process of making the diorama. So I'm thinking I would this time. That's the plan. But yeah, I have a little bit of a dilemma of what particular project I actually want to do. Yeah, so when I was boothing, I made that. I didn't film any of it, but I was thinking for the next booth, I will do the interior. That means the back side of that. But then I also have this from IKEA that I wanted to revamp into a greenhouse. And also recently I made like jigsaws, and I wanted to make like maybe a witchy gothic or like kind of thing. But then I was thinking maybe I could combine two ideas and make a glass, something like that. But yeah, I don't know what I want to do for this booth, so I need to decide. I might have an off day today, so I need to at least decide it today and start on it a little bit, at least. The thing about this greenhouse thing is that I want a door, but this thing is like metal and hard to modify in a way. So if I want to do that, maybe I could like forgo the base and just use this and then modify this. But if I close up too many sides of this thing, then you can't put your door inside and then go with it, right? So I cannot decide on this, so I guess I'm not gonna make this one, even though I have so many random things to put in this one already planned nicely. But I cannot decide on the design for this one, so I'm not gonna make this one maybe. And then no, this is the greenhouse design, and I like the sketch, so this is high contender. And then the interior space I never sketched, so yeah, even though I won't be doing like very tedious technical things like doors and functioning windows because I've already made them. But let's start on the fancy stuff. Okay, you could say I have some kind of direction now, maybe. So yeah, this is the thing, and there will be a door, but there will be a parapet brick wall, and that I can do now because I have this since forever. I think this is stirring sticks, crafting stirring sticks, bought just for crafting. And the tedious thing that I can do now is to cut them into miniature brick size. It's gonna be very tedious, and even if I don't have big materials to make structural stuff, I can make small bricks. So small bricks it is. So when I cut these pieces, I was thinking of cladding the inside. That's why I cut exactly. But it looks like it would be easier if I clad the outside. So my pieces are too short, but as long as it looks good on the inside, I think it's fine. So I'll just do piecing. I think I'll just glue them down. I'll show you later. What I mean by piecing is like this piece, because I have to seam at the beam, and like I have to cut a little piece here just to extend it so it can glue all the way. But it'll be covered by bricks, so it's not as concerning. And from the inside, it looks like one full piece. Oh, the wood looks different. But yeah, that's the idea of it. So if I want the interior to be wood, it can still be wood. That section. You should understand if I say that I need to stop filming so I can use my phone for entertainment purposes, because this is a long process. Thank you for understanding. I am tired. I finished this, and the back. And then I still have the other side and the front to do. But I ran out of sticks already, and I'm tired. So if I actually feel like doing something, I will just cut sticks. So I finally went all the way around, and then now I want to make my door. Yeah. Bought myself an acrylic sheet. I'm determined to make a pretty decent door. So first step is to measure how big the door is. I hate cutting acrylic. I cut wrong so many times, and this one wasn't even a straight cut. Why? Anyway, yeah, I've got one passable piece, and next I'm gonna cut metal frames out of wood, so that must be a lot more enjoyable to frame this door up so it's a fancy door looking door. So but first I think I have some hinges to glue on first. Yeah. You can see how shitty my cut is because I had to cut twice. And I'll just glue the hinge here, I think. I chose to use E6000, so it's gonna take a while to dry, but hopefully it's gonna be really strong after it's dry. So now I measure and frame out the whole thing with balsa wood, because balsa wood's easy to cut. So it's this really thin, soft wood that is very easy to bend and very easy to cut, but also it's very easy to dent and yeah, fragile. So don't know if it's a good choice, but it is easier to cut. So I'm gonna use this, and I cut a whole bunch of thin strips and then glue it around the plastic. Yeah, glue it around the plastic to look like frames. So I won't glue it first. I'll actually paint it black first so it blends in and looks like black metal. Guess I'm going for the modern look. That's quite unlike me, but I'm only gonna frame across one box, and I won't do divisions in the middle, and therefore this is the only pieces I cut. Gonna paint them black first. I have this black paint that I like to use. It's chalkboard paint, but it's very matte black. I like it a lot. It's pretty opaque. Usually I just have to do one coat. So I'll paint it. Now I just need some protective layer. Thank you, Paris Baguette. I love your pudding, and I love to use your mug, your little glass jar for painting purposes. By the way, this is why I'm not a nail polish person, but I don't know why I have a face and I'm ruining my polish all the time. Because if it's not for work as a florist and always chipping my nails and dunking my hand into water for the bouquets, I'm doing this. And even sewing destroys nails too. So no matter what I do, I destroy nails. Why do I care if I have nail polish? Huh? Why is it such a new face? Lol, I was just gonna glue this up, and I realized that this side of the door needs to be double layer thick because of the hinges that I need to like have a little notch. So I need to paint the edge again because I just made them double layer thick. So it can sit flush here and look nice. So here the door will be thicker, and then the other side the frame will be thinner. Yeah, I have to paint again. lesson here is if any of you are gonna do this because I did it, you should paint both sides of the wood. I thought of only painting one side because the other side would be glued down and covered. That's what I thought, but then there's so many little spots that you can still see the other side. So it's best if you paint both sides, I guess. But now I'm gonna paint the acrylic, so it will be a full piece. What do you think? Door. I just E6000 them on and I'm clipping them to hold them in place and it'd be done. Oh, I need a handle. So I took a break, but I'm still awake. It's 11 plus because I drank coffee for dinner, and so I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna paint the bricks, the base color of burnt sienna. So yeah, I'll have to do that first before I put a nice clean edge on top of it. My second color is raw sienna. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna color individual bricks, some bricks with that color, and mix the color and paint some bricks, and then maybe add some brown or black and paint some bricks. Yeah, so after I painted the bricks, I did a brown wash, like watered down paint, like of black and brown and beige, I think. And then this was I just popped the sticks again, painted black to trim the edge so it looks nicer. Yeah, and I need to go wash up. I have a shoot tomorrow and I want strawberry nails, not black gooey nails. Do you want to know something stupid? When I was an interior design student, I was criticized for my model making, but then they were making me make white models that's completely made of white card, and really boring. And I love color and textures like this, which I couldn't explore with all the white models that they want me to make. Interior design wasn't really a good fit for me because I think they want me to explore space and like things that architectures do, but they're not giving us the knowledge of an architecture. So yeah, immediately after I graduated, I made my first diorama, and then I made a few dioramas. So like, model making is actually my interest, but then when I was in school, it was the worst thing that I did. And the other things that I learned in school, wow, I forgot all of them. Story of my life. So welcome to the floor. I'm gonna show you this. It's a frame from Daiso, I think. But this was my biggest investment when I did my booth the last time. So how this thing works is that my biggest investment is on the metal sheet, the magnetic metal sheet that's under this. And then my diorama just goes over it like that, something like that. And then and then it was the exterior space. So so it's magnetic, so my dolls can stand properly. So my dolls have magnets on their feet so they can stand a little bit more stable on this flooring. So the idea is that I can change up this paper that is on top of the metal sheet, so I can do up different scenes with the same base. So that's why I invested so much money on a custom cut that fits perfectly into the frame. Even though a glass interior is not bad too, but nah, I want to do something else. A piece of paper, hopefully. such a different color. Hopefully the scale is okay. So initially, I actually framed this green piece inside, but I think for future, when I want to switch out, I cut it to just fit nicely from the top, and then I can switch out things easier. So that's the plan now. I'm gonna make my second one of this. I mean, am I mad at this color difference in brick? I don't think so. I can say it's intentional. Well, I didn't give Halotako brick wall a fair chance the last time I tried it, because I did it after I did the green. I'm wearing fake nails, so that's why they are long. But brick wall looks like my brick wall. So I think it's a success. It's a good color. I think it looks best if it's like, you know, the whole hand kind of more fingers than what I did the last time, which was accent. I think I end up going pretty simple with this also. I cut up holes and then I sprayed this piece of paper with textured spray, and it's gonna be gravel. So yeah. Unfortunately, I think I have planned the holes a bit too far to the side, so I cut the pieces and shifted it more towards the center of the road, and then I have more cut lines, and because of that I tried to paint splotches to try and mask it away, so now it looks dirty and stuff. Hopefully it will be more texture and natural looking. Yeah, but this is where I'm gonna end this because the structural stuffs are done. So I've got the basic empty house. So the next thing I would do for the next video would probably be furnitures. I want to do some workbenches, like to store plants you need storage space, so a ton of workbenches. And I've splurged on Shopee, so I bought a lot of miniature stuff, so I'll have to wait for those to come in. But that will be decorations, so I'll make stuff first.